Are aliens approaching Earth? What will actually happen on October 29th? While most scientists consider 3I Atlas a comet, astrophysicist Avi Loeb suggests that it could be the product of alien technology. Loeb's warning to take a vacation before October 29th has fueled conspiracy theories. 3.1 ATLAs, the interstellar object speeding through our solar system, continues to fascinate astronomers. While most scientists consider it a natural comet, Harvard University astrophysicist Dr. Avi Loeb suggests that 3I Atlas could be the product of alien technology. First discovered in July 2025 and estimated to be the size of a city, this object has generated considerable interest in both scientific and speculative circles. The anti-tail debate. Recent observations with the Keck-2 telescope in Hawaii revealed that 3 IATLAs exhibits an anti-tail extending in the direction of the sun. Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb argued in a blog post last week that this phenomenon shows an unusual orientation. In a study not yet peer-reviewed, researchers used Keck data to confirm that the object is emitting cyanide and nickel gas. The ejection of these gases both toward and away from the sun has been considered clear evidence of the anti-tail phenomenon. Most surprising, according to Loeb, was the absence of a classic comet tail in the white light images of 3 IATLAs. Normally, dust particles are pushed back by the pressure of light from the sun, forming a bright tail. However, this object appears different. Other scientists suggest that this strange appearance could be explained by natural processes. It is thought that due to Earth's location in space, a comet's broad tail could create an optical illusion, or that large dust grains, capable of resisting the thrust of the solar wind, could form an extension in the direction of the sun. Michael Bush, a planetary scientist at the University of California, Berkeley, said on social media, large particles ejected from a spinning comet nucleus could accumulate both in front of and behind it along its orbit, creating this appearance. Loeb's list of anomalies. However, according to Loeb, 3 IATLAS is much more than just an ordinary comet. The Harvard scientist argues that both the object's orbit and physical characteristics make it less likely to be of natural origin. According to Loeb's claims, 3 IATLAS is on a linear orbit and making unusually close passes to Mars and Jupiter. Data from the Hubble and James Webb telescopes indicate that its nucleus may be approximately 46 kilometers across. The object's mass is over 33 billion tons, far larger than a typical comet. 3.1 ATLAS is traveling at 200,000 kilometers per hour, about 60 kilometers per hour. Loeb says this is a speed that is virtually physically impossible for an object of this size. Loeb also claims that the object may not only reflect sunlight, but also generate its own light. Take a vacation before October 29th. Loeb's statements caused a storm on social media. His humorous yet cryptic warning, "Take a vacation before October 29th, fueled conspiracy theories that NASA was withholding information about 3.1 ATLAs. Speculations began circulating online that the government was covering up alien findings. NASA, in its official statement, confirmed that 3I Atlas posed no threat to Earth and that its orbit would pass within a safe distance. However, Loeb maintains that the agency is sharing data slowly and selectively. 3.1 ATLAs is known to have reached its closest approach to Mars in early October. On October 29th, the spacecraft will pass behind the Sun and make its closest approach to the star in the first week of November. During this period, the object will come within 0.8 astronomical units of the Sun, about 80% of the Earth-Sun distance. At this time, due to the Sun's brightness, it will not be directly observable from Earth, as it will remain behind the Sun for several weeks. This means the object will be invisible until December. According to Loeb, this period could be the perfect opportunity to implement his plan if the object is truly of artificial origin. What does the scientific community say? The mainstream astronomical community is cautious about Loeb's claims. Simulations reveal that 3I Atlas follows a completely natural hyperbolic orbit and shows no signs of orientation. The object's behavior largely matches the dust and gas patterns of interstellar extrasolar objects. 3I Atlas will make a close pass of Jupiter next month. This will allow NASA's Juno and the European Space Agency's JUICE spacecraft to briefly observe the object. Loeb gave 3I Atlas a score of 4 out of 10 on his Loeb scale, which he described as an indicator of increasing anomalous features. 3I Atlas will re-emerge from the sun's glare in early December. If it exhibits the remarkable behavior Loeb predicts, it could be one of the biggest discoveries in solar system history. But for now, 3I Atlas remains just another unusual nickel-rich celestial object. Loeb's imperfect record. In fact, Loeb previously admitted that 3I Atlas was most likely a comet. However, the astrophysicist views claims that such objects indicate aliens as a kind of thought exercise. He argues that by considering this possibility, we can be better prepared for possible future encounters. Loeb's unconventional comments have sparked similar debates in the past. In 2017, he suggested that the first interstellar object discovered, Oumuamua, could be an alien probe. In 2014, he claimed that a meteorite that fell to Earth could be such a craft, and raised funds to collect samples from it. Diving into the Pacific Ocean, Loeb, who examined the recovered fragments in his laboratory, found no evidence of extraterrestrial life. Scientists who are skeptical and critical of Loeb's claims, however, state that his approach blurs the line between science and speculation.